Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Welcome, one and all, especially you bloodsuckers, to the Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number 285. For those of you not paying attention to what we review, this week we are talking about a vampire movie, specifically a vampire hunter comedy movie starring Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco. Stay tuned, kiddos. A big giveaway I've been promising is finally here. Let's see how many of you paid attention to our Facebook. I already posted it today, and I posted in our friends group, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, with me as always, nude as always. I'm starting to think in the Mysterious Mike Talent household, clothing is optional in the home at all times. So that's kind of awkward, Mike, but it's all right. I'm glad, I can only see from the waist up. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited for our giveaway this week and talk about this new movie.
Okay, Mike. So this is kind of my pick, kind of your pick. I suggested it. We both agreed on it. It looks like fun. This week we're talking about the Netflix original Day Shift. Mike, do your thing, kind sir.
All right. So Day Shift was directed by J.J. Perry. It was written by Taylor Tice, Shay Hatton. It's starring Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco, Natasha Bordizzo, Megan Good. And it's about a hardworking blue-collar dad who just wants to provide a good life for his quick-witted 10-year-old daughter. His mundane San Fernando Valley pool cleaning job is a front for his real source of income, hunting and killing vampires.
Okay, Mike, so we're not going to talk about the giveaway until I think the end of the podcast. We're going to make people listen all the way to the end. I think that sounds good, right?
That sounds wonderful, Matt.
So let's go ahead and talk about Day Shift. I thought this movie was fun. It's kind of exactly what I expected. I wanted more humor, I guess is a nice way to put it. I wanted it to be a little bit funnier. There are some really good, funny scenes. The action in this film is very, very good. I really liked it, including one particular scene where they think they're only hunting a couple newbie vampires, and it turns out to be a whole hell of a lot more. I thought that was a blast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this to me, I don't know. It had aspects that I liked, but it wasn't quite what I wanted out of it, I guess. Like, I guess I'm with you on I would have liked to see some more humor in it. It's kind of like they were going for like a Zombieland type movie, but I know it's vampires, but that kind of style, I don't know. It seems like a mashup of some of the movies we've seen before, kind of like your Blade with some of the story building in on this. And I was also thinking of From Dusk Till Dawn a little bit, because some of the kind of humor in it is a little ridiculous like that movie. So I don't know.
I'm not saying it was bad. I enjoyed myself. I thought it was good, but I just wish there was a little bit more comedy on it, and maybe a little bit more on point comedy. Some of it is very, very funny, especially towards the end. There's some scenes we can discuss later, but I also feel there's some elements of John Wick in here, because they work for an organization called the Union, which is very much like John Wick in a way. They have, dental plans and all that. I kind of liked that more than the overall story, the idea of vampire hunters being in a union, and they have day shifts and night shifts, and they punch clocks, and they have union reps and like people that follow them. I like the idea of that almost more than I like the idea of the story. So I wish that would have been explored a little bit more. But I think Dave Franco was fun. He played a really nerdy guy for the majority of the film. We can talk about spoilers later, what goes on with him and Snoop Dogg and a few of the others. But I'll just throw it out there right now, since I just dropped his name. I have to say, this is the first time I've ever seen Snoop Dogg not play Snoop Dogg. He legitimately was trying to act in this. He was trying to be a vampire hunter, and I think it's one of the most refreshing parts of the film.
It was the first time I think I saw Snoop Dogg also try not to be Snoop Dogg. And I don't know. I thought his acting was... it was.
I'm not saying his acting was good. I am not saying that. I'm just saying it was nice to see Snoop Dogg in a film trying to act instead of just being Snoop Dogg.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. Jamie Foxx in this was okay. I think he could have done a little bit more with some of his stuff with his character, but he came across as a caring father, and kind of there's an urgency to get some stuff done, and you that definitely comes across fine.
I guess it's a minor spoiler, not that bad, but he's hiding the fact that what he does for a profession from his family. You find out later that was a big contention on why he is no longer with his family and why he's alone, because of his job and how the hours worked and how much he was gone and things like that. So I would have liked to have seen a little bit more about that, maybe a little bit more about Jamie Foxx and how his character got into vampire hunting. Why are there so many damn vampires in California? I mean, we know that's where Lost Boys take place, so maybe they're just migrating down the coast. They're getting closer and closer to Mexico. I don't know. I mean, Dusk Till Dawn took place in Mexico, so maybe they're migrating up and down and just converging in LA.
Yeah, that seems like the logical solution, Matt. Everybody's moving to California, right? Or, well, not right now, but they were.
No, as far as I know, they are moving to Arizona.
Ah, yes. Yes, and if anybody needs to get a house, Matt can help.
Yep, especially if you're coming from California. I will help you relocate to the beautiful Prescott, Arizona. The everybody's hometown. There we go. I got it. There's the motto.
Nice. Good job, Matt. This Dave Franco's character in this movie was funny. He just kind of nerdy support dude, so that was fine. I mean, the movie's it's a lighter movie. It's kind of serious stuff, but also has kind of light stuff. I don't know. It's not. Let's see. Gore. It's not terribly gory.
I wouldn't call it gory, but there's a whole lot of murdering.
Yeah. There's murdering. Yeah, definitely.
There's some body dysmorphia stuff, at least at the beginning, like with the very first vampire we encounter. She moves quite interestingly with her arms and legs and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's really considered body dysmorphia, because that's more of a mental disorder. But there are, different not shape-shifting, contortionists. There we go. And I think that was practical. Some of it was practical. There's no way all of it was practical.
Yeah, it looked like it was a contortionist. I don't know. Some of the quick editing was a little bit annoying.
Not a fan of the editing? Well, okay, Mike, I think you should do your section so we can start spoiling more of this film, because I keep wanting to touch on some stuff that I enjoyed, but I can't really without spoiling it. So, should I ask myself what I'm drinking?
No, Matt.
Okay,
Matt,
okay.
What are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Okay, thanks, Mike. Whew. Thanks for asking, Mike. I'm just drinking nothing special. I just have another Michelob Ultra because I'm a fat kid.
Okay, all right. Well, I finally got through my Bud Light Limes, and now am on something called Brew Pit and it's an American IPA. It's a beer that I got from Aldi.
So no more Bud Light Lime. How many of those did you have? You had a 30-pack?
No, dude, it was just a 12-pack.
And it took you like 3 weeks to get through it, huh?
Well, yeah, yes, it did.
Your beverage consumption is going down in your old age too, Mike. I'm thoroughly disappointed.
It is.
Okay, all right. So talking about disappointment, Mike, what is this week's dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
Oh man, dude, that was a good segue, man. You always love these so much, man.
I do. They're my favorite part of the whole pod. It really is.
So, when do you stop at a green but go on red?
Are you talking about lights or
Just a general question.
is it when I'm driving or is it when someone else is driving? Because if it's when I'm driving, never. When someone else is driving, it's always.
Okay. Well, the answer for this one, Matt, is when eating a watermelon.
Wow. Okay. All right. I will have to write that one down because that is definitely one of the worst so far. When do you stop on green and go on red? Wow. When you're eating a watermelon. Wah, wah. Yep. Okay. All right. I'll move on. Mike, how does the Netflix original Day Shift relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. So this one wasn't too difficult. The movie's composer, Tyler Bates, also worked on the soundtrack for the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Well, all right, Mike. Good job. None of our main characters are in the MCU at all, huh? I don't know. I would think Dave Franco might have something somewhere, but you would, I don't know, probably not. Or maybe Snoop Dogg. We need to get Snoop Dogg in the MCU. That would be awesome.
Yeah. As long as he's not too much of a major character, unless he works on some of his acting skills.
Yeah, just have him be like a sidekick in a Deadpool movie, or maybe someone that gets murdered in a Deadpool movie. Maybe like X-Force. They had all those people from X-Force that just got eradicated, which was really sad because X-Force is like really fun. It's a really fun comic, and they just got fucking obliterated. And Deadpool, was that 2? God.
Yeah, that was Deadpool 2, yeah.
Just fucking obliterated. That was so funny. I really did not see that coming. That's totally some move that would have come out of a Deadpool comic, though. Okay, so I will stop talking about Deadpool. Let's go ahead and start spoiling this bitch. So if you don't want to know plot points and spoilers of Day Shift, go ahead, fast forward, another 25 minutes to the giveaway. So, all right, Mike, Snoop Dogg with a frickin' minigun. Awesome. That was so much fun.
It was fun, but there's no way he could have held that thing, man. It was so ridiculous.
Oh, there's no way. I mean, his hands would have been full with blunts.
Matt, what did you think about the selling of the vampire's fangs, like as a market?
It's kind of interesting concept. It was because how they explain it in the film is that the fangs are almost like fingerprints in a way. You can tell how old the vampire is. You could tell all kinds of different things based on their fangs. And I thought that was quite interesting. I don't know if they were so much paying for the fangs themselves, or it was more that they're paying for the murder of the vampire in the union or whatever it was. But I thought it was interesting. And then how they could tell the newborns versus the elderly, and the elderly had like razors on their fangs and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I think they could tell like what clan or where they kind of hailed from or something.
Yeah, there's like three kinds of. They explain there's like three kinds of vampire. I'm not sure if it's like
Types?
breeds or types, and based on which type it is and how they interact with each other, and if they are solo or where they came from, all that stuff. They didn't go too deep into that, but that's one of the things they can't tell with the teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I wish they would have dove into some of that stuff a little bit more, but it's okay. I mean, it was, hour 50 minutes, so it might have been a little bit long already, right?
Yeah, they could trim some of the fat on the other stuff and add some things in to help develop with the story and the world. Because there wasn't a ton of world building. I mean, there had to be a ton of world building in some levels because this is a brand new story. But there's other things that leave you asking questions. I liked the Nazarian brothers. That was really, really fun. And the one brother is very famous from his role in Shameless, the TV show. And so that was even more fun watching him try to do an accent, and it was just awful. His accent was just awful. But I loved their cover. They're and it makes sense. They're totally bros. I mean, they're like kept calling each other bro. They're like the bro vampire killers. But their fake company made sense. Stereo installation.
Yep.
That's all you got out of that. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. It did make sense. Stereo. Two brothers. One left side, right side.
Yeah, the bros.
The bros.
They're bros. I mean, Mike, every single time you've went and taken your car in to a stereo company, it's usually a couple bros, isn't it? I mean, we know you like your big 15s in the trunk with, you have your babies in the back, and that's how you get them to sleep, is with the 15s just thumping.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, I haven't, dude, I haven't been to like a stereo store in forever, man. Like, I don't even know where I would go if I wanted to get like some nice custom speakers and stuff put in my car. I don't know.
Fatherhood has changed you so much, Mike. I mean, you used to brag about what was the deck you had in your car? Chameleon?
Yeah, Chameleon.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, it looked like it wasn't there.
I think you should resurrect it. Put it in one of your cars now. In the minivan.
I don't know if they still make it, but I mean, you could probably buy it on eBay.
We could find you one. We can get you one. That's going to be your Christmas present, Mike. I'm going to get you a Chameleon, and then you're going to have to put it in the minivan.
All right. We'll see how that goes.
And a pair of 12s. Not 15s. We'll just go with 12s.
Yeah. We can save some space.
Yeah, well, you got to have somewhere to put the stroller and the, all those things.
That's true. Maybe we'll take out the vacuum and put in the speakers there.
You have a vacuum in the car?
Yeah, dude, my van has a vacuum.
Like built in?
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, it makes sense when you have kids. It makes sense to be in a minivan, but that's weird, dude.
Yeah, man. It has every feature that you could have. That's the weird one.
Like, what other weird features does it have? I'm intrigued.
We have, like, double sunroofs.
That's not that weird. I mean, now, if it's a sunroof that, like, starts at the driver's seat and goes all the way to, like, the very back, like, third row, then that's fucking weird. But double sunroofs isn't that weird. I think we had double sunroofs in one of the vans when I was growing up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like something you're never going to use. What am I going to do with the sunroof, man?
Look at the sun.
We get enough sun. We're good.
Tan? I mean, dude, telling you with, not wearing clothing right now, you got some spots you could really use.
That's true.
But, I mean,
no, man.
Does the naked rules translate to the minivan too?
Maybe. But that's like a weird feature, man. It's got a plug in it. That's cool, like a normal plug. I don't know. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's ridiculous, dude.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna
There's
get
HDMI connectors for the monitors.
Well, that makes sense because then you can plug it into like, your tablets or whatever, and you can have whatever displayed on the screens. That makes sense.
Yeah, man, it does.
I mean, a vacuum makes sense too. It's just fucking weird. All right. I'm going to stop talking about minivans, Mike. We are here to talk about vampire killing, which is in the exact opposite spectrum of a minivan. Although, you know what? That's your fucking cover. That's your cover, Mike. You are a fucking babysitter, and you roll up into your minivan. You hit a button, the vacuum and the DVDs all go away and fold up, and then, out comes all your guns for lighting people up.
Dude, you're right. No one suspects the minivan.
Yeah, it'll be Daddy and me babysitting with mysterious Mike Talent.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, everyone.
When you get into vampire killing, that's what's going down. One thing that they didn't touch on that they always freaking have in anything like vampire, like What We Do in the Shadows, Interview with the Vampire, any of these vampire movies you can think of, is disposing and feeding on people. And you really don't see that in this, at all. At all. They don't ever, touch on that topic.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They don't.
They don't talk about how much they feed. They don't talk about what they do with the bodies. They don't even say that. You don't even see someone actually feeding unless they're killing someone to turn them into a vampire, spoiler definitely, is Dave Franco.
Yeah, I think that's only, yeah. Huh. I don't know. They didn't focus on that.
Now, being a vampire hunter / auditor or whatever the hell his job title was, that's where I don't understand, because you would think being in the union and being required to kill vampires, they would have had to have taken Dave Franco out at the end of the film, but clearly he goes back to work at the union, which I really don't understand. So is there a loophole or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think about this stuff, it's just, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Some of it does. The neighbor next to Jamie Foxx, the neighbor that moves in suddenly, she doesn't have anything, and then he sees that one dude who he thinks is a vampire, and then that's it. That was, very predictable that she was a vampire.
Yeah, it was. And I think he even kind of figured that it was, which is why, later on. But I don't know.
What'd you think of the drone shots in this, Mike?
They were fine for this one.
Yeah, nothing great.
Yeah, but I don't think they overdid it with the Gray Man that we reviewed a few weeks ago.
Oh God, dude, yeah.
Too much.
So I don't know him personally, but I know the kid that, or he's not a kid, he's probably in his 20s, that did the drone shots for this. And they were showing some behind the scenes of him doing it on one of his Facebook group things that he has or whatever. And the scene where they're in a Dodge Charger and they're going down the street, you see the drone come through the car and up and out. That's a dude. They showed it. He's sitting in the back seat holding the drone, and they start the takeoff, and he puts the drone underneath. While it's recording, he moves his hands really slowly underneath the sunroof. Speaking of sunroofs, and then the pilot takes off through the sunroof and then chases down the other cars.
Oh man, that's interesting. I wondered how they did that shot.
Yeah,
a little bit. That's cool. So you know the guy?
I don't know him personally, but I follow a bunch of his stuff. He was one of the early on FPV racers, and he built a pretty big name for himself. I don't know him personally. He lives in California. He's done not a lot. He's getting into doing a lot of drone camera work, and it's specifically because of his FPV racing. It's kind of cool how that's working out. So he took his hobby in racing and turned it into a career working for production companies, mostly TV shows. I think this is only maybe a second or third movie he's done.
Oh, cool, man. Well, that's neat.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's very humble. Even when he was at the top of his game on racing and winning all kinds of shit, he was still very humble. Unlike a lot of the guys that just get cocky as shit. But they're young kids. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So, anyways, all right. I don't want to keep rambling on about random shit when we have a giveaway to get to. But Mike, let's just do this before we get to our ratings and what we're going to watch next week. Do you think people should sit down and watch this movie or no?
Well, I mean, so I guess I will caveat it is if you like vampire movies, then yeah, watch this movie. Otherwise, I don't know. It's okay. It has some decent humor, but you could skip it.
I'd say watch it. I think it was fun. If you are into vampire movies or Jamie Foxx or Dave Franco or the buddy cop comedy, it's fun. It's fun. I'm not going to say it's something you must watch, but if you're looking for something to watch and you want something a little bit more original, I say check it out. Why not? I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was amazing, but I didn't think it was terrible either. I think it's right in the middle. And so, Mike, that brings me to my rating. We'll see where you're at, but I give this one a 3 out of 5 reels.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't think I quite liked it as much. So, mine's 2.5 reels.
That's still not bad for a movie that you're saying you don't like. Because normally when you say you don't like a movie, you're at least a 2, if not worse. So 2.5, Mike, you are getting soft in your old age.
Yeah. I mean, it had some stuff that I kind of like. So it's not terrible. I don't know. I don't think it answered. It didn't quite seem to get everything put together in a way that I liked it as much as it could have. Like, the potential was there. There was some decent story building and stuff, but then I don't know.
Yeah, I wish there was some more world building. I wish there was a lot more comedy. I think it really should have been funnier. I think they should have had more. And I'm not going to blame the actors because the actors, they're comedians on several different levels. I'm going to blame it mostly on the writing. I think the writing should have been funnier. I would have liked to have known more about the Union. I would have liked to learned a little bit more about the vampires themselves and what all they do and why are they all in LA and what all's going on. And is this how it is everywhere? Do we have a Union here in Arizona or back east or whatever? So I just, there's a lot of things that were unanswered that I would have liked to have been answered. So there. Mike, next week, I'm going to officially dub it your pick. We're talking about an Amazon Prime original. I don't know. Everybody just keeps calling their shit original. So an Amazon Prime original. It is based on a true story, but it is not a documentary. It is a movie. Mike, why don't you tell us about it? Your pick.
Oh, okay. So we are going to be reviewing Ron Howard's latest movie, 13 Lives. And this is about, like Matt said, this is based on a true story. And it's about a rescue mission is assembled in Thailand where a group of young boys and their soccer coach are trapped in a system of underwater caves that are flooding. So if people remember from, what is it, 2018, Matt? Do you remember?
I don't remember the exact year. It's been several years. Not a ton, obviously, but it's, let me see if it's on IMDb. I'm looking at IMDb now, but I don't know if I'll get it. I don't want to spend too long, but I think 2018 sounds right. Holy crap, dude. It's a long movie. It's 2.5 hours long.
Oh yeah, it is 2.5 hours long.
Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, I don't remember. It wasn't like a long time ago, but it's in recent history. How's that? Recent history. Elon Musk was a multi-billionaire and threw a bunch of money at trying to help too. So if that tells you the timing, it's within the last 5 years, I would guess.
Yeah. But anyway, it looks interesting, Matt. And I don't think I've seen anything from Ron Howard in a while, Matt. Do you remember his last movie he did?
I think we watched and reviewed his last movie that we did. He did that we did. He did. Gosh, let's see. I just because I have IMDb pulled up, I'm gonna look, but I'm pretty sure we did. There's 13 Lives right there. No, that's a documentary. He's been doing a lot of documentaries, but he's always
Solo.
Yeah, he's done
A
a
Star
lot of
Wars
documentaries. But yeah, he did do Solo. That's one of his last big films. Yeah, all these are TV documentaries. He does a lot of that stuff.
Oh, In the Heart of the Sea. He did that one. Forgot about that movie.
Documentary. That's a documentary. Yeah, Solo. It looks like Solo was his last big film. He did 4 documentaries in between after Solo, though. So, hey, nothing wrong with that. I kind of like Solo, but I'm not going to talk about that. He did Inferno and the Beatles 8 Days a Week Again documentary. But anyways, okay. So next week we're going to watch 13 Lives. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be interesting. It's Ron Howard. I don't think it's going to be that bad, and the story, I mean, everybody was riveted by the story. I mean, it was just crazy. Absolutely crazy what all went on.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable and pretty amazing that they were able to get him out. Spoilers, sorry.
Okay, so here we go. I know all of you have been waiting for this moment. We got it, Mike. We got the approval. And here's the first part of a 2-part giveaway. Now, I'm not going to tell you when the second part is, but Mike, we have digital codes for, in my opinion, the biggest movie of the year, Top Gun Maverick.
All right, man. Top Gun Maverick, dude. That's amazing. That's a lot of fun, man. So what do you think we should do for this giveaway, Matt? I think you have some ideas.
I had a pretty good idea. I was trying to figure out if you thought it was a good idea, so I was texting it to you. But here's my thoughts. Being an airplane nerd and an airplane buff is send in to nerds@realfilmnerds.com or matt@realfilmnerds.com or mike@realfilmnerds.com the answer to our question: what military aircraft that was not in Top Gun Maverick is one of your favorites?
All right, Matt. I think that's good for the nerds out there.
I know.
But why don't we just have some people send in their favorite quotes from either the original Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick?
Okay, fine. We'll have both. One or the other. Or hell, just do Mike's. Mike's is more fun. If I had to, I'd say the F-22. I love the F-22, Mike. The F-22 is baller.
Okay. All right, man. I just, for the average listener, I don't know if they want to start Googling around stuff. So let's just have them, give us a quote like, I
feel the need for speed.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Or talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or in the new one, talk to me, Dad.
Right. Okay, so it looks like you're giving our listeners lots of hints. So
I'm just trying to help. You wanted to make it easy. I made it even easier. Damn it.
All right. Thanks, man. Do you have to do some business?
Oh yeah, dude. We got to help. Paramount's helping us out. Again, dude, Paramount is just killing it. This is like 3 or 4 in a row for us, I think. So they're liking what we're doing. They're liking what you guys are doing. So we're going to keep going. So, all right, here we go. Here is the business for, again, easily one of my favorite films of the year, if not my 100% absolute favorite. The only reason I say that it's not is because we still have quite a bit of the year to go. So it's going to be a challenge to, do better than Top Gun Maverick, in my opinion. So let's do this thing. See Top Gun Maverick in theaters and now bring it home on digital. Tom Cruise stars in the spectacular, action-packed epic, which critics are calling one of the greatest movies ever made. I agree. Buy Top Gun Maverick on digital now and dive into over 110 minutes of incredible behind-the-scenes bonus content. Available at participating retailers. Top Gun Maverick is rated PG-13, and again, it's from our friends over at Paramount Pictures. So there you go. All your online movie on demand video streaming services, they should have it ready to go. Go check it out. Go rent it. Go buy it. Dude, if you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, you should just go see it in the theaters. It's still out there, still making money. It's making Titanic look like a little bitch. Just go watch Top Gun Maverick. It's awesome.
It is an awesome movie, Matt. And thanks again, Paramount. This is really awesome that we got these codes.
Now, if you want to see and hear, or not see, if you want to hear how excited Mike and I were about this film, you can go back to Real Film Nerds episode number 273 when we published our review of it on June 1st of 2022.
Yeah, it was fun to finally get this movie, man. We had been teased it since I don't know, 2019.
It was
and then
2.5
the pandemic
years.
hit.
Yeah, it was 2.5 years.
Then the pandemic hit, and then we just been waiting.
Yeah, so I love this movie. I don't want to say it was well worth the wait, but it was well worth the wait. It's awesome. It's seriously, they didn't try to, be Top Gun. It was its own thing. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. It was really awesome. But, all right. So, I guess with that, man, I think we're all done here. So, I will go ahead and take us out. So, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And go out there, stream a movie. Go watch some Top Gun Maverick in the theater again. And catch us on our next pod. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Joining me in studio now on Magic 99.1, it's Matt and Ma and Pa Henshaw. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. You brought the whole family in, Matt.
More
well,
like
not
I
the whole
drug 'em
family.
in. Yeah, I'm missing a lot, but the elders. How's that?
Well, we're so happy to have you in, and congratulations on the new grandbaby.
Thank you.
She's perfect.
I don't know.
She is
I haven't
perfect.
seen her.
Yeah, well, you saw your dad's picture. That's all I
Yeah,
saw.
That's perfect, right?
Yeah, perfect. Well, I can't
She's just
wait.
ahead. She's just ahead.
Grandpa's proud because the baby was born on his birthday. So I get it. I would be too. So you guys are in to talk about the movies, of course. You all saw Day Shift, the new Jamie Foxx movie. What'd you think, Matt?
It's a movie.
That's it. That's all you're going to say.
it was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's absolutely incredible, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It's a vampire hunter film that doesn't take itself super seriously.
That's good.
I wish it would have been a little bit funnier, but the action sequences are pretty amazing because I don't remember if it's the director, the stunt coordinator. There's someone that's involved with John Wick, and so that's why it's really just insane on the action.
Right. Okay. I wouldn't expect it to have a ton of action in it.
Lots of vampire murdering.
Vampire murdering. Okay.
Lots.
Mom, what did you think? Did you enjoy it as much as Matt?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I really liked it for a vampire movie. It was, I'd say, unique.
Yeah.
And a lot of the killing of the vampires was different than what the usual ones are, you know.
The stake to the heart,
Yeah, right.
the garlic
Yeah.
necklace.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. What? How many reels are you going to give it, Matt?
And I think it was fun. It was okay. It's
Yeah.
nothing super insane, so
Yeah.
I just give it 3.
You're only giving it
I
3.
enjoyed it.
How many?
She's probably going to give it 5.
How
'cause
many
she likes
cookies?
murder.
No,
Because she likes murder.
Hey, for a vampire movie,
Yeah.
I gave it a 4 because it
4.
was funny.
Okay.
And the family part of it was fun.
Right.
And it's 4.
And
Okay.
she likes cute little Dave Franco.
Well, who
Well, of
doesn't?
course.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jamie Foxx too. He's a favorite.
Oh, he's a dog.
Snoop Dogg was in that movie as well, right?
Yeah, he
Yes.
was. I'll say that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
Ma
my
liked Snoop.
favorite. So I have to say, you've probably seen several films with Snoop. I mean, I know you're a big fan.
Yeah, big fan.
Especially
Of
of his
course.
music and his product. But
Snoop D-double-O-G-G, babe.
yep,
What is it?
right,
What?
exactly. D-O-double-G. Yep.
D-O-double-G, yeah.
He actually acts in this film. He doesn't play
He's
himself.
not his own self.
Yeah,
Okay.
he always plays himself.
Okay.
Even if you go back to like Starsky and Hutch,
Right.
he plays Huggy Bear. But no, it's Snoop Dogg.
You're
in
right.
this film, he really tries hard to be a vampire hunter, and I think he's pretty successful.
Wow.
He has some of the more fun scenes. Now, his acting's not great.
Yeah.
I won't condone that.
Okay.
But
Well, it's Snoop Dogg.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun, especially what they did with his character at the end of the film.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. Tell me, were there any snoozes, Ma?
Not for me.
No, not from you. Okay. All right. Very good. You guys can check it out on the podcast, which is The Real Film Nerds. What are you guys going to be reviewing next week?
So it was not my pick for next week. I was trying to look it up.
Yeah.
I am very interested in this film.
Okay.
We're sticking to streaming services because there's just not a whole lot coming out.
Right.
It's just the end of summer, so
Yeah.
it's slow. This is a film. It's not a documentary. It's a film. It is based on a true story. A lot of people hopefully remember this, called 13 Lives.
Oh, yes.
Streaming on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
It's about the kids that were trapped in caves, a soccer team with their coach in Thailand, and they were
Right.
flooding.
Yes. Okay.
So this is the movie, not the
the
documentary.
movie,
on it.
not
Yes.
the documentary, but it's based on truth.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be anxious to see what you guys think about that movie. Thank you for coming in this morning, and safe travels back down to the valley to meet your brand new granddaughter, Ma and Pa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you later.